Charlie, actually jina Charlie haikuja until later. Kitambo nilikuwa tu Charles. So Charles was he was a energetic little boy, kind of smart kidogo. So he could do some mathematics and some science. But he was energetic, a lot of energy, and he was really. I know I'm not the tallest now, but he was really tiny. So it was just like a tiny, high-pitched ball of energy. So that's what Charlie was. So, and he discovered acting in high school, and all of that energy was put to good use. He was always like the little girl in the high school play because I was in a boys' school. Lakini, hey, energy was utilized, and maybe maybe najipendelea sana, but I looked good in a wig. So yeah, so that was Charlie as a kid. My breakthrough in acting, I'm not sure if I can even call it that, because breakthrough ni kaya Lupita, like unafika Hollywood. But ka breakthrough kangu, I think it was after uni. I was working at Phoenix Players, and I attended an audition for this show called Jane and Abel by Spielworks Media. And then actually at first, sikuitwa call back. So I thought, nimeanguka hiyo audition. But now the CEO of Spielworks, her name is Dorothy, still a really good friend of mine, Dorothy Getuba. Akakama hapo hivyo akaona wasi wenye wameitwa hizo callbacks, akasema, that little boy, the loud one, what was his name? Mbona yuko hapa hivi? And my name had, by mistake, been left out of the list. She told the casting director to call me personally and come through, and that was my first, like, one of my first major roles, because ni zile roles before nilikuwa tu nasema line moja kaa nimepita kaa nimeenda, but this one was my face and my name on the credits. Show ikianza is like Charlie Karumi, and that was it. So I think that was, if we can't call it a breakthrough kalikuwa hapo. Two favorite, ni kama mama ya mtu. Siwezi sema my favorite child. Every single project I've done has had something special. There was Jane and Abel, the first time that I saw myself in the opening credits of something, and like I was one of the main stars, And there was even acting on stage when I was at Phoenix Players, and I did a play written by the great John Sibiokumu, or Watu Wote, actually got a chance to go all the way to the Oscars in Hollywood. So let me be a good father and say that I love all of my children equally. Mine is like the dim limelight, because I'm not, to be honest, I've seen famous people. Like I'm saying, anatokea mahali, is like, oh my God, Kairi Komondi ama Bahati. So yangu ijafika your point. It hasn't gotten to that point. But the kidogo of it that I have, like the kidogo glimpse of the limelight, I'm lucky because a lot of people who are fans of Charlie or know of Charlie like him. I think it's because I put out positivity in everything that I do, and like it's always happiness. So you know how people always go like, I want to thank my haters. I'm not sure I have many of those. I don't have a lot of haters. Semi kila msee ananilike, but the people who I have met, like on the street, and say, hey, you're the guy from that thing, they're usually positive and happy to see me. So, and I love that, the fact that I'm making you happy, or you saw me on a bad day, or you saw me when you're bored and you had fun and you laughed probably. That means I did my job. So what being a bit known has helped me is meeting people who have actually had an impact in their lives, and seeing that my work is not like it actually influences and makes people happy. And it's been a blessing. So there are two ways of dealing with vibes, negative vibes, according to the professor of vibes, Charlie Karumi. So the first way to deal with negative vibes, you can correct it. If it's someone, there are people who you look at or you perceive and you're like, I can actually change their minds, change their opinions, influence them for the better. And sometimes I see like people who are younger than me, or like a small kid or someone who's not that negative says something, and I'm like, come on, you could like show a little love. Nika mtu asema, huo msi anafanya nini venye anaimba, si ache kuimba. You're like, there's someone who likes that kind of music, someone who likes that person. Si wache tu kaa na bamba watu, shida ni gani? So negativity kidogo you can fix, but there are people who are so goddamn negative. You trying to fix them, utajikasirisha, utajichosha, you'll probably end up in the negative. It's like trying to get a pig out of mud. You'll get muddy yourself. So sometimes there's an extreme level of negativity unaweza fikia, you go like, not my forest, not my monkey. Weendelea. Unataka kuhate watu? Weendelea. So my parents are the best, cause and I believe maybe they were reacting to what they saw and what they felt. Because when I went to uni to do BBIT, I told my mom that maybe I want to try acting kidogo. Kaniambia, you always need a fallback plan, like a plan B. So in case of anything, just do this course. And as I was doing my BBIT, I was still acting on the side. I was at Phoenix. I was doing like short gigs every now and again. My first short film ever, Burnt Forest, I actually did it when I was in second year at uni. I just took a week, went and shot it and came back. So in me doing that, like my mom telling me, fanya hiki tu as you do your own things, and her seeing the constant effort from me, and like, si ati nimekaa tu tamatomajogo nimekaa tu, like I'm constantly on the move. Her and my dad trusted me. Like they're like, this young man is active, he's doing something he enjoys. We don't really understand it, because in our days you have to be like working in an office to make money. They don't really understand it, but they're like, he's active, he's doing something he enjoys, so they trust me with that. And they're totally supportive. They understand that saa zingine kazi inawezaisha, gigs ina run out, pesa inaisha. So they've always been like, hey, cheki, tuko hapa hivi Juja tu na kuna kitanda. Kikiumana, come back home. Yeah. So I guess in most of the characters that I've played, there's been a bit, of course, character Charlie Karumi himself is so many things. So every single, maybe let's say most characters I've played, ziko na an element of Charlie. Watu wote nilikuwa child soldier and I've never been that, so maybe not that. But it was the kid I played on Watu wote was an angry, confused young man. And come on, we've all been angry and confused young people. So there's that. Jane and Abel, I was a snotty guy who used to talk back to his mom. That was me when I was, 16? So that was me. What I played, there was this TV show back in the day. Let's see, I can't remember the name. I played like a geek who like was trying to hack a computer, and when I was doing BBIT, I was that geek. There's an episode of Saints where I was just in one episode, like featured on one episode, and Lenana Kariba, he was playing a doctor, and I was a young man who went to see him because I'd taken certain pills and they didn't wear off after 4 hours. And we've all experimented with things as young people. So in every character, there has been an element of Charlie. During my free time, what I do, the friends of mine, we link up on Fridays and play like cage football, like 7-a-side football sides are Karen. So kila mzee atoa so tatu, tunalipia nini, and then we play. Nilijiumiza a few weeks ago, I haven't been back like for 3 weeks, so there's that. I used to travel, but then it's expensive, and because of Corona and everything, so I haven't traveled in a bit. My fiancé and I go to restaurants all the time because we have a list of restaurants. We like eating different things. So, si ati kila time ye vary. So, unaona sushi hapa hivi, noodles, like proper, not Indomie, like proper ones, like made on scene by a chef. So yeah, we have a list of restaurants. We like eating out on Sundays. My YouTube channel, it has long periods of dormancy, and then it lights up like for a few months and then it dies again. It has, I'm like an ocean. Sometimes it's called low tide, sometimes high tide. No, but sometimes the inspiration dies down. And I know it's against everything. Like when I'm on radio, we keep telling people like motivation isn't going to last forever, or inspiration isn't going to last forever. Discipline is what's going to get you there. And I keep telling people discipline, and I'm not. But the truth is, the inspiration kind of runs out every now and again. So I would love to work with Sarah Hassan. She's amazing. She's cool. She's cool people. I think last time I worked with her was way back in the day, Spielworks days, maybe even close to 10 years ago. But she's cool vibes. Nick Mutuma is like the epitome of cool. I would love to work with him. Raymond Ofula, I've worked with him kidogo, but not enough. I'd love to work with him again. Yeah. And also because like when he talks, like just his voice is like, I am Raymond Ofula. GOAT. In the next 1 year, I know we've been saying this for a long time, but it'll go even more digital, and not digital like digital TV, tumetoka analog sasa, like on our timelines and on YouTube and on Vimeo and on all of these platforms that you can access on demand, basically. And I guess my theory is that production is expensive business, and you have to get money from somewhere. So Kenyan viewers, because right now I haven't acted in anything like for a year, so right now I am a Kenyan viewer. We're kind of cheap. We don't want to pay for nothing, but it has to be paid for. So if the film creative industry finds even more ways to have corporates who have money, to give value to them so that they can patia them money to make things, that is perfect. Either that or elections are coming up. Yo, do a movie about like a random. You might regret it later, but utakula. Utamea ndevu kidogo eventually. I would tell him that. I would also tell him that the effort pays off in the end. And also, being weird is cool. Yeah, that's something I had actually not thought of that. Because everyone goes like, I had someone who, a classmate of mine, I think in high school or something, we were out with friends. I was hyper all over the place. They're like, ay, Buddha, where is it to Leah too? And I think that day I actually went and cried in a toilet. Because I thought, by the way, why am I mbona niko hivi? But then, kupiga kelele yangu, that's what hiyo ndio inanilisha saa hizi. So being weird, being special, it's cool. It's a good thing. Joe, we finally found someone who said yes. I'm like, yeah, she's the smartest. She's very smart, maybe not the best. Now, it's exciting stuff. We don't tell people a lot about us, but I'm super happy. I want to tell you that we can have githeri today. It's fine. It's our No, she loves githeri. Have you ever tried rice and githeri? I'm not even Have you ever tried rice and githeri? And then waribu sasa uongeze avocado. It's a wrap, fam. Loves it. She loves it.